Go.
I'm back on Oceans Part 2. I spoke about what I call use tax. Use tax is probably the only tax that we have in this country as being the best tax, because what it refers to is that if you pay $1 per use tax for whatever, cleaning the streets as an example, that $1 will go 100% to that purpose and only that purpose. In California, they have what they call a gas use tax, and it was great. It was great. And what it was used for was, guess what? Gas, cars, trucks, and things. It was for repairing the highways, making new highways, bridges going over highways, everything related to an automobile or a truck. And it was wonderful. California boomed with the amount of building of highways and everything. In fact, if you look right now, we are spending billions and billions and billions of dollars for, guess what? It's called the infrastructure, making highways, cleaning them up. Well, that was already implemented years and years ago because we had the money, and California had a vast network of highways, roads, bridges going over everything. It was wonderful. Then someone came along and decided to, my gosh, look at all that money. So what did they end up doing? They says, yeah, we can use that money, but we'll pass a law that we can put it into the general fund. So they did. This is the backroom manipulation that causes so much havoc with we the people. It's done all the time. In fact, perhaps even Social Security is that way. We used to have lots and lots of money in Social Security. We're broke. Whatever happened to all the money people put in their account? Okay. So, what we want to do on this tax, this use tax for fish, and what this is when a ship comes in and unloads its cargo by ton or something, or pound, and it will pay a fee. Now, I don't know exactly the numbers yet, but that'll have to be someone else who knows logistics far better than I would. But that money would be then, therefore, used exclusively for loans to Americans who want to set up fish hatcheries. Americans, I said. Ship patrols up and down the coast along the 300-mile border. Fishing-related fields, that type of thing. Research that we have for fishing-related stuff, not for any other avenue. So that has to be very clearly defined, because the health of our oceans are very important to all of us, because this ocean is really part of our life, if you consider that. We have what is called phytoplankton. It's the food supply for millions of the fish and the whales. Now, if our oceans are destroyed by whatever means, whatever happens, then things start dying off. Because remember, phytoplankton supplies us, you and me, and everything that breathes oxygen. They give us over 50% oxygen to all of us. And the trees and vegetation we plant give us the rest, supply of oxygen. This is why it's so important to maintain a healthy ocean. So that brings up the next thing on us, and that is dumping garbage and junk into the ocean. Now, many things you can dump into the ocean, and the ocean will accept it and just dissipate it. But other things are not good, such as maybe pumping bilges in ships, which they do before they come in. They pump all the crap and the oils and everything else, right? That's happened. Well, California did come out with one good law, and I wonder how long it's going to keep itself, because they keep changing their laws, a good law into a bad one. And that was to put holding tanks in boats. Now, when they put holding tanks, there was, I believe they only included private boats. I'm not sure if they included any ships, tankers, or anything. I really don't know about that, and somebody else has the answer to that. But they should all carry holding tanks and be prohibited from pumping their bilges into the ocean. I don't want any of that pumping crap into the ocean. We can take it ashore. It can be pumped ashore and be called, through reclamation, we can dispose of it. In fact, we can make methane gas off of it, just as a few. I mean, there's many uses for it, we found. So we should all be wary of that. The oceans, if you consider, basically I said, is our life, and it really is. See, the ocean and the world, right? We have two homes in our lifetime, just two. One is the earth, which is constant, and the other is where you abide. And you can move from place to place, but it's still, you're part of that. So we should be very, very careful how we do this. And I say that in all honesty, but I'm saying to do it with common sense, total common sense on how to make things happen. I do not want swinging an environmental clause that we destroy everybody's life. Now, that's not the way we have to do things. Okay, that should cover the oceans and the things I just want to discuss to you about that. My next talk to you will be on reclamation, which is also a very, very important thing, because it concerns water, our life, and we do not have much of water left. Thank you again for staying with me on this, and I'll see you next time on water reclamation. Thank you so much.